These are the ingredients for this dish. There's shrimp, butter, garlic, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, parsley, lemon, and of course pasta of choice. We're also going to use some olive oil, mild olive oil, so as not to bitter the dish, which virgin olive oil would. Here's another star ingredient in this dish, asparagus. I prepare it by removing this tough end by gently separating this. It's usually very tough on the end here. It doesn't cook well with the other sections of the stalk and head. So we'll discard those for soup later, possibly. Now we're wanting to cut this into manageable sections as it will be in our dish. We're going to lightly saute this in oil. To go with the pasta and the cheese. It'll work out very nice. Here's another star ingredient. These are easy peel shrimp. They've had the head and the vein removed previously. They were frozen. I kind of cheated and thawed them in some water. I didn't have enough time to let them thaw in the refrigerator. And we'll get these all deshelled and they'll be ready to cook in just a while. The pasta is going to need to start first. I'm going with a regular spaghetti this time. This dish works well with most any pasta. Whole wheat spaghetti really makes it nice. Adds a sweetness to everything. Oh, that one didn't get deveined. Well, I'll just have to get this one in case you get shrimp that aren't deveined. This will show you how to do it. Cut along that backbone, well, not really a bone, back of the shell, all the way to that area, and then the shell slips right off. And the vein must have went, oh, there's a little vein right there. And that one's clean. The pasta's just gone in the pot, and so now I've turned on the heat in the skillet we're going to use to prepare the asparagus and shrimp. It's a matter of timing with this. The pasta will be finished right around the same time that the pan heats up and we cook the asparagus with a light saute. Pasta's been broken in half into the smaller pot, and there's also a half tablespoon of salt in there, which will salt that pasta and add some additional flavor. We're on the way. Pasta's almost through, so it's time to prepare the asparagus. Just enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan. Lubricate things nicely. The asparagus goes in. We're just going to give this asparagus a light sauteing. Until it turns a bright green. It'll turn a real bright green color when it's cooked just right. We don't want to cook this until it's tough and stringy. We just want to liven it up with the oil and some heat. And that way it will be more like a green bean texture instead of that stringy asparagus texture. And we'll just let that set a minute and check our pasta. That's just right. And then we're going to drain this pasta. We aren't going to rinse it, just drain it. That'll stick to the pan and be a mess later if it doesn't get out of there now. This is all going to come together quite rapidly now. There's a layer of cheese in the bottom of the plate there, and the pasta's going right on top of that. And more cheese on top. Pasta's already salted nicely, and there's plenty of salt in that cheese. Now, the asparagus are gonna, well, they've greened up nicely. That being too well done, they want to turn stringy right on top. And the oil over the pasta. Next we're going to prepare the shrimp to go along with this. And in this same pan that we cooked the asparagus, we'll add just a tad bit more oil. Turn up the heat. It was at medium-low. Now we're turning it up to almost medium. Get a little heat going in there. And our shrimp are going to go in here first. A little sizzle, yeah. That's going to cook them nicely. These are 1620 shrimp. That means 16.20 per pound. Nice size shrimp. Just right for this. Although any size shrimp would do. And a little garlic powder. Just to infuse some garlic-ness into those shrimp. And they're going to saute, well, I'd say 4 minutes, 5 minutes on each side. As soon as we turn these, we're going to add the garlic so as it won't be burnt. Now here's where it's going to get a little complicated. I'm going to turn these shrimp. They're getting just slightly browned on the one side. We'll get them brown, sauteed on the other. And now we add the garlic. That was half a head of garlic sliced, as you see it there. Get this garlic evenly distributed around here so the shrimp take up some of that flavor from it also. Next, we're going to add some butter to that. And the butter is going to add a multitude of flavor to this dish. I think 1 tablespoon is all I'll need here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There it is. This dish is being prepared to serve 1 person. You could multiply all these ingredients and serve as many as you'd like with this. So you need a larger pan so this sautés nicely. And all these steps. And there's the butter in there. That's going to brown, don't worry about it. This is going to create our sauce eventually. The garlic will be cooked in here. And lemon juice will pick up any tiny bits, really tasty bits, in the bottom of that pan. I juice half a lemon for this. Half a lemon should just be the right amount. And the acid in the lemon will release all those nice little tasty bits from the bottom of the pan and make them into a very tasty sauce with the garlic and the shrimp. Don't worry, don't panic. Nice and brown bits in the bottom of the pan is just the way we want this. See if we're getting browned on that side. Yeah. Back to the other side. Smaller the shrimp, less time you'd want them to cook, so you'd have to gauge when to add your garlic to the size of shrimp you have. These are large shrimp, so the garlic should not be burned by the time we were halfway done cooking the shrimp. Now we need to add a little salt to this. It's almost there. The shrimp are starting to lose their glassy look in the center, meaning they're nice white and well done. Okay. Lemon juice is going to go in. See how all those little bits have been taken from the bottom of the pan right into the sauce. There it is, ready to go on the plate. Parsley, that